The little girl immediately realized the cake the rich woman was about to eat was poisoned. She immediately ran forward and bumped into her. Everyone thought the girl was deliberately causing trouble, and even the rich woman ordered her out. The next moment, the people eating cake nearby fainted. They realized the girl's story was true, and the rich woman's attitude toward her immediately changed. Curiously, she asked how she knew the cake was poisoned. What they didn't know was that the girl was actually a lucky star who could see into the future. Any wish she made could come true. Unfortunately, the girl was a poor child since childhood. Her father had recently passed away, leaving her with no one to care for her. Her aunt hated her, believing her to be unlucky. Her mother had died in childbirth, and now even her father had been killed by her. For years, she had beaten and scolded the girl, fearing her misfortune would spread to her family. Little did they know that the girl had been invisibly bringing good luck to her aunt's family. Ever since she moved in, her aunt's business had flourished. Not only had she opened her own company, but she had also moved into a large villa. However, one day, the girl simply knocked over her aunt's vase, and she was immediately kicked out by her aunt. She despised her as a jinx, unaware that her family's good fortune was entirely hers. The girl tried to explain that it was just a careless act, but her aunt still resolutely kicked her out. Eventually, the little girl, left with nowhere to go, fainted from exhaustion on the road. The president of the Gu family, who was passing by, saw her. He immediately had the driver stop the car, ran to the girl, and picked her up. But then his assistant warned the president that if he didn't arrive at the signing ceremony on time, the company would face bankruptcy. Unwilling to let this happen, the president told his assistant to take the girl to the hospital first, leaving other matters to be dealt with later. And so, regardless of the company's survival, the president chose to rush the girl to the hospital for emergency treatment. The next day, the girl awoke drowsily and overheard the man and his assistant talking. The assistant remarked that their target might have already secured a contract with another company by this time. The president sighed and said, perhaps this was fate. The president also noticed the girl had woken up and immediately approached her to ask how she was feeling. The girl thanked him. Through their conversation, the president learned of the girl's plight. Her aunt disliked her and had kicked her out of the house. The president immediately offered to adopt her and let her live with him. Upon hearing this, the assistant quickly reminded the president that if they didn't secure another contract, the company would go bankrupt. How could he still be in the mood to adopt a child? To repay the president for saving her life, the girl immediately began making a wish, praying to God for the president to secure the project. The president, who was listening, simply thought the girl was adorable. Unexpectedly, the next second, the assistant's phone rang. Upon receiving the call, they learned that Chairman Chin was reconsidering the deal. The girl's aunt had been scheduled to meet with Chairman Chin the previous night, but for some reason had cancelled the appointment. Naturally, the deal fell to the president. The president was overjoyed, and the assistant was equally delighted. She ran over to the girl, praising her as a lucky charm. The president quickly brought the girl home. However, his brother, believing her to be his brother's illegitimate daughter, disliked her and even considered kicking her out. Despite this, the girl didn't dislike him. She stopped him just as he was about to board his flight. She had a premonition that his flight that evening would crash, so she deliberately delayed him. However, the president's brother didn't understand the girl's good intentions. Seeing her crying non-stop, he immediately locked her in his room and rushed to the airport, only to miss his flight. He mentally blamed the girl for being a disaster. The next moment, he received a call from the president, who urgently